And we're back with Monthly Stars. It's our amazing show where we celebrate our incredible volunteers in our Salem Kids and Salem Students Ministries. We've got some more incredible volunteers today. Let's check it out. Let's welcome our first guest from Salem Kids. It's Caroline Thomas, Patty Ernst, and Denise Jenkins. Come on out, you guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being here. As you know, because you are Monthly Stars, you get paid in Starbucks. You guys get it? See, that's a joke.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, and I appreciate that today. You know, sometimes I have to, just get after some people because it's Starbucks, but then they want like Coke or something. And we're like, no, like it's Starbucks. It's a joke about Starbucks. So what are you guys drinking? So
Caramel latte.
oh, that's a solid choice.
Peach tea.
Yeah, hot tea. You know, Starbucks tea, underrated.
I just have coffee.
With vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Just vanilla coffee.
This is behind the scenes. I asked them what they're drinking like I don't know, but I actually picked all of them up. So I knew what they were drinking, but it's okay. Hey, we're super excited that you guys are here. And so just to get started, you guys all work together. You are a team, which is why you're all here at the same time. And so could you guys just tell me a little bit about what you do for Salem Kids?
We go in and we supply all the boxes from kindergarten on up to 5th grade, and we put all the supplies that the teachers need. So when they come in, they pick their boxes up. They don't have to worry about cutting nothing up or drawing anything. They have everything ready for them to go.
Yeah.
Thanks to us.
Yeah. And so, Patty, do you guys? Is it every week? There's new stuff to put in the boxes, and you guys. So, what day do you guys come in?
Tuesdays at 2 o'clock.
And so every Tuesday, you guys just get together and you're cutting away. And Caroline, what's the worst part of what's the worst thing that you've had to assemble for a box before?
Oh, there's been so many. I don't know. There was one time we had to count out hundreds of toilet paper rolls because they were. I don't even know what they were making, but they didn't even fit in the box. They each had a trash bag to take up to their room, just full of toilet paper rolls.
So you just had to stuff trash bags full of toilet paper rolls?
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, if you went to the grocery store and just had some trash bags full of toilet paper rolls, they thought you were up to something no good. They thought maybe you were going to go, TP somebody's house. Are we sending kids from Salem Kids to go TP people? Oh.
Not our mission.
Oh, not, okay. Cool. And so just to make sure everybody understands, if you're watching the video, so what happens is each week, if you have a kid in Salem Kids, they have a tub for their class, has all the supplies for the crafts or whatever, the wonderful things that they go home. And these ladies come in every week and they make sure that those tubs are filled with the right things so that the teachers can just show up and do what they need to do. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how long have you guys been doing that?
For me, 5 years.
I've been doing it for 7 years. I'm not sure. Maybe 3. I'm not sure.
Wow. So a while. You guys have been
Yeah.
coming in, and this is every single week, all year long. Wow. That is awesome. So when you guys are working away, do you guys like to listen to music or just...
Yeah.
Thanks to Caroline.
Caroline's the DJ.
Yes, and we have our Christian music is wonderful.
That's awesome. Well, hey, I would love to just hear from each of you guys. What is your favorite part about being on this box? Do you guys have an official name? The box assembly team?
Sort of the supply team.
Supply team.
Yeah.
Like it. So what's your favorite part about being a part of this team?
Well, it just gives me joy to know I'm helping with the kids to help them grow and expand into the Lord. And it keeps me busy and my eye on what really matters here, and which is love. Show love to everybody.
That's awesome. Patty, what about for you?
I teach 4-year-olds, so I like to see what's going in my box before I get here on Sunday morning. So that's kind of why I signed up to help with this.
Yeah, so you get to help put the box together, and then you're using all the stuff. You're pulling
Right.
it back out. That's awesome. And you have my son Ezra now. He's 4 in your class now, huh?
Mm-hmm. He's a little special little guy.
We think so.
Mine's kind of like Denise's. It's just knowing that like I am making it so that teachers have more time to spend with their kids and help them learn and grow in Christ.
Yeah.
So what I do kind of makes it easier on Sunday mornings.
Yeah, because then they don't have to worry about doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, hey, we just appreciate what you guys do. This is one of the cool parts of being a part of this show is if you're watching, you might not understand that a team like this even exists, where we have people not just who are serving on Sunday mornings to help your kids out, but these people are coming in. This team comes in every week during the week just to put some things together, get all the supplies ready to help make Sunday morning run smoothly. So we appreciate you guys. So the unsung heroes of Salem Kids. And so we appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here today. Enjoy your coffee and tea, Patty, for you. Yeah, we love you guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's welcome our next guest from Salem Students, my favorite person on planet Earth. It's Kimmy Lyons. Hey, welcome.
Oh, hey. Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So I know that as the host, I'm supposed to pretend like I love all the guests the same, but I don't. This is my favorite guest we've ever had on the show. It's my beautiful wife, Kimmy. Welcome.
Thanks.
How's it going?
It's great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Welcome to Monthly Stars.
Thanks, babe.
And because you're a monthly star, as you know, you get paid in Starbucks.
I would hope so.
And so you picked up your own drink this morning
yeah.
on your way in. What are we drinking today?
Just a latte with almond milk. And I forgot to put a pump of pumpkin in it.
Oh, that's your own version of pumpkin spice.
Yeah, the whole PSL is just a little too much.
Yeah.
Just the one pump of pumpkin.
I might have to try that because I was
right.
I'm like a PSL person, but I drank one.
It's too much.
We were literally talking before we started filming about how I had to switch even on my hazelnut latte to less syrup because it's too sweet.
It's too
and I
much,
got a
yeah.
pumpkin spice latte. I was like, this is a lot.
It's the worst, yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Makes your teeth hurt.
Yeah, it's like, real chalky. It feels a little chalky.
It's too much,
anyway.
yeah.
Anyway, but I might have to try that. So, yes, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
So glad to have you on. And yeah, so just tell the people a little bit about what you do in Salem Kids, or students. You don't work with Salem Kids. What do you do in Salem Students?
I am the 8th grade girls small group leader. One of the 8th grade girls small group leaders.
And this is your 3rd year with this?
Mm-hmm. I've been with them since they were in 6th grade, since they started.
Yeah, and then you were serving before that, but your kids graduated.
They all graduated.
And so then you went back.
Yeah, and so I'm back in it.
Yeah.
Can't get enough.
Comes with the territory, being married to me, I guess. And so you've been serving since we moved here, which is how long?
Over 6 years.
Yeah, this is our 7th school year.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's our 7th school year being here.
Yeah.
And so you work with 8th grade girls currently, and then you also come to our high school ministry and do some serving there too.
Right.
Yeah, so the way that the show usually works is we just kind of talk a little bit about coffee. We did that.
Check.
I hear about where you serve, and then would love to just hear first just like a funny story that you have about working with teenagers that's appropriate for a video that's gonna... Sometimes people have stories, and I'm like, you guys, we can't. That's not great for the video.
No, this one is. This is kind of like a throwback, like kind of a deep cut. But it's just like, it's iconic. So our very first, I think it was our very first Falltastic Falltacular.
Which is our fall costume
Which is our
party.
fall costume party that we have every year with our students. 2 of our students came dressed as Nathaniel and I, and they made like giant blow up faces, like took pictures of our faces and blew them up and made them into masks and wore them. So that was just hilarious that they were us for this party.
They won all the awards.
They did. But then the Nathaniel mask that they made just kept like turning up at other events. And one of our students, she was a dancer, and she, at one of our conferences, we were just hanging out in our hotel room.
I feel like this
one
happened
night.
in multiple.
It happened multiple times. At multiple conferences, this Nathaniel mask would suddenly appear, and Molly would all of a sudden be wearing it and dancing to songs like Single Ladies or I don't even know what, but it was something and weird and everything you could ever want.
So they came as us for this Halloween costume party fall thing.
And they kept that mask for years.
And then the mask just kept coming every time we went on a trip. Somehow that mask
every
showed
year.
up. And then it turned. So then those kids graduated, and then we had another student who bought like a big blow up of my face on a stick.
Put on a stick.
And so then we're like at
Just
youth
carrying that
trips,
around.
And they just like have a giant blow up picture of my head.
Which
that's,
is
like,
really
waving,
helpful. Then we know where our group
easy
is.
to find
Just look
people.
for Nathaniel's giant face.
Yeah. So
and
then it
that's-
trips.
there's
Then
our
it's
group.
just my giant head floating in the audience.
That's just one of
the Nathaniel mask. I was wondering what story you were going to tell. The same kids came back the next year with a third friend who came as our dog.
As our dog.
Yeah. They came back and did
that
the
was
same costume.
and that was it because was gonna be a big production after that. Started having children and stuff, so they kind of just stopped after
Yes.
the dog.
Yep. Those are things that happen. Yeah. So that is what it's kind of like working with teenagers, and especially when you're the youth pastor, you get your face turned into a mask. And,
Weird things, yeah.
Yeah.
Real weird.
But also, we do talk about Jesus, and we're really about like helping kids really discover how God is interacting in their lives and how much He cares for them. So we'd love to just hear from your perspective too about what's a story that really highlights like, hey, this is how we know that what we're doing matters. This is how we're teaching kids about Jesus.
The first story that comes to mind is last year. I had several of my girls, they were 7th graders last year, and we went to OSYC, which is our state youth convention, statewide.
That's the one that's here at the church.
Yeah, that's happening again at Salem this
Couple
year.
weeks.
Yeah, and so last year, it was kind of like my first year at that conference with some of those girls, and like faith is kind of new to them. It's like they're like just starting to like try to figure out if they actually believe in God for themselves, not just because they've always gone to church or because their parents have raised them in church and stuff like that. And it's kind of a funny story. I was laughing at it, but it was also really precious and sweet. After the Saturday night session, they were all in my car. We were on our way back to where we were staying for the night, and all of a sudden they were all just kind of started crying. Not kind of, they were all like bawling in my car, but it was because they were having these experiences they'd never had before, where they felt like God was real for the first time, just because they got to have these unique experiences of worship and hearing someone bring just a really great word, and also just to be in community with each other and talk about it. So yeah, they were all a hot mess in my car, but it was also just really sweet. And it was also an answer to prayer. I had prayed the whole week building up to that moment that they would leave that trip just having more of a sense that God was real and that God was for them. And so yeah, that was super cool. That's why I do this.
That's awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, and so we love to have stories like that, and that's really, part of our mission really is to help kids have those God experiences, help them to learn, like, what does it mean for me to be a follower of Christ? Not what does it mean for me to, like, come to church because my parents do, but
Right.
what does it look like to know Jesus? Yeah.
Yep.
It's awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate all that you do in just so many ways for our student ministry and just for me as like a partner in this life that we've chosen. And so thanks for being here today. Thanks for being
babe.
a small group leader for us.
Sure thing.
And I love you very much.
Oh, I love you too.
This has been Monthly Stars. Kimmy Lyon, everyone. And that's it for Monthly Stars again this month. We'll be back next month with some more incredible volunteers. Don't forget that if you want to follow along with what's happening in Salem Kids, you can download the Parent Cue app from Apple or Google and follow along, see what your kids are learning, watch videos, get some tips. And if you want to follow along with our student ministry, download the Salem Church app and you can download our Parent Cues, what we're learning, some good questions to ask your kid. We love y'all. Thanks for watching. See you next time.